So the first thing I'm doing is I am covering, there was like some stains on the bottom of this canvas, so I'm just putting some white paint over that. And then after that, I am doing a very, very rough sketch of what I want to paint. As you can see here, this is my image bank. And this blue and pink is something that I'm really drawn to and I'm going to try and explore. And then I got into sketching on the canvas, which again, I also don't always do, but with this painting specifically, I wanted to do a little more detail and try something different. So I'm attempting perspective, which is not easy for me. Also, am totally a newbie in terms of like filming myself painting. I'm used to filming myself drawing, and I realized like after I took all the footage that you actually can't see what I'm doing. You can just see my back, which is great. So I'll kind of just describe to you what I'm doing. I'm drawing the road first, and then I kind of realized that the perspective is wonky as fuck, so I then drew in hills so that you could kind of to like break up the parts of the road, and then I went in. I have my reference photo on my shelf, so I'm referring to that, but I went in and drew like this bits of cityscape that I want kind of scattered around this highway, and then I did the baby heads last. I'm still trying to figure out how the layering is going to work, but that is the general idea. So this is me like erasing and redrawing the road a couple of times. Also, so much of this is just me staring at the canvas and praying. So I tried to get footage of me mixing this color because I love watching people mix paint, but I wasn't recording, so this is the final result. And then this is me doing the underpainting. So this is me just doing a first layer of paint on the canvas. And then I was trying to move the painting so I could have better lighting, and of course it fell on my face. And I got this gorgeous footage of my face. Okay, so let me talk to you a little bit about this painting and its conception. The conceiving of this painting is as follows. So this month, I'm doing a thing where I write a poem a day. And a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I will find the actual date. I wrote a poem called The Gardener. And this poem is about the Gardiner Expressway. I'm from Toronto originally, and it's a highway in Toronto. And I had this image in my head after I wrote this poem of this highway and these like Nicholas Party style baby heads as like tunnels almost, or like there's also an episode of Rick and Morty, I don't remember which one it is. I don't even know if I watched the episode, but there's like a screen grab from it of like this massive head, and I just saw these like massive baby heads, but like in my style, along this highway. And the poem, The Gardiner Expressway, is about how a lot of adults, when I was younger, a lot of adults would talk incessantly about the Gardiner Expressway and specifically about commuting from their home or wherever they were to the place we were via the Gardiner Expressway. And they loved talking about like, it took me 30 minutes on the Gardiner Expressway. It took me 45 minutes, like just like variations of this is how long it took me along this highway. And last week it took me 60 minutes, like just this highway was really harped on. And then the poem also like expands into like you know, they would talk about real estate, and like the different variations of numbers that each house costed, or how the housing market was doing at any given time. Anyways, when I was younger, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing in the world. And part of this poem is beginning to understand that it's not necessarily because people genuinely want to be talking about the Gardiner Expressway, though sometimes they do. But part of it is that it's like a shared language, and there's a lot of distance between our lives as adults, and sometimes you need the fucking Gardiner Expressway to bridge that distance. So I decided to paint it. So after I did the underpainting, I realized that I needed some supplies. So I went to my local art store and I picked up some paints and some paintbrushes, and I got some footage of that trip. Okay, so here's my haul from the art store, which I was gonna take a video outside of so I could show you the art store because it's a really good art supply store, and I go to it all the time, but I forgot to take a video outside of it, so I'll just have to insert the name somewhere. Okay, here's what I got. So I showed you the paints that I got. I'm going to show you again. These are the paints that I got. I got ultramarine blue. Got ultramarine blue, and then I got titanium white. These are both acrylic paints because I use exclusively acrylic paints. Despite the fact that when I was like 12, I took an oil painting class. And then these are the brushes that I got. I was gonna get those other brushes, but these were $12.99 and the other ones were $23. So I went with the cheaper ones, which I would say, like, with paint, don't do that. Because, like, yes, you can get Dollarama paint and it's fine, but you can tell the quality of paint. Whereas with brushes, I feel like you can tell, I feel like it matters less, to be honest. I mean, you can probably still tell, and again, take all of my recommendations with a grain of salt, because I am, this is what I do. This is what I do. But that's my haul. And then, yeah, I will see y'all later for some more painting. Okay, bye-bye. Good morning. It's the next day, and we're gonna start on the painting. Oh, I'm scared. Also, I woke up this morning at 5:30. For what reason? I don't know. My body said it was time to be awake, so let's paint, motherfuckers. Hello there. It's nighttime now. And I have been staring at this all day. I think I like it. So now let's fuck it up. Okay? Hello, good morning. So this morning, I'm actually leaving to go camping this afternoon, but I have a little bit of time this morning, and so I don't think I'm gonna do, sorry, I'm just gonna adjust you. There we go. Better. I don't think I'm gonna do the hills because I don't think I have time, so I'm gonna hold off, also just on like mixing that color, and I'm just gonna do some touch-ups to this city. The walk home takes 20 minutes. In my blood, I know Broke my plate. Still gonna use it. Are you gonna stay? We will see. So I did some of the mountains. This color is, sorry, that's loud. This color is, I like it, question mark. It's like a robin's egg blue, and I think, again, I wanted to stay light because I want to be able to build on the shadows here and maybe add some darkness if I need to. Also, I really like the contrast of these like dark purple buildings. This area, this like final mountain in the back here is kind of where I'm most struggling. Also, I'm wondering about like the clarity of the separation between the mountains and if I want to add something to make that clearer. I don't know. I'm interested in adding some like perspective lighting to make that clearer, but yeah, over here I'm okay with what this looks like right now. I tried it higher up and like sloping downwards just because the mountains to me seem to be like kind of heavy on this side just because this head is right here and like one of the mountains is doing this shape, but I think once this is filled out it won't be doing that shape as much, so I might even want to build out over here a little more just because it's going to be like this and then this top one. There's 3 mountains, so there's like here and then this is the 3rd one. But yeah, good start. Does it tell you softly, Father, I am the Father who takes the more you descend, the more you create. The distance, the distance, the distance, the distance. I'm in a room without me. It's been years past, what do you see? And the gap takes my hand softly. So, we're back. I forgot to film painting the initial mountains. So, oops. Just imagine that I filmed it. I swear I did, but apparently I didn't. We have reached the point in the process where I hate the painting. After I painted like the distance between the mountains, like the separation between the mountains, I just think it looks like a big blue blob. Which is how we know it's time to continue. So today I'm going to be painting the babies' faces. We're doing underpainting for the babies and we're doing touch-ups of the mountains. Yeah. I hate it. Softly, and then she tells me watching, Father, I am the Father who takes the more you descend, the more you create. The distance, the distance, the distance, oh, the distance. Okay, so we've learned a couple lessons that I want to share with you. The first of which is when you are mixing paint, everybody always says this, use less than you think you need the first time you mix because you don't know the color that you want yet, and start with more white, always. Like I know this, but I made way too much paint of the wrong color. And then I was like, well, I might as well use it because now I have too much fucking paint. And then I get the wrong color and I had to repaint it and now it's gonna look a little fucked. So, learn from my mistakes. Always use more white, use less paint than you think you need to before you have a color that you know you wanna use. And don't put on the canvas what you know you don't like just because you overmixed. You'll use it for something else. I now have a ridiculous amount of this like light orange. Great. Awesome. I'll use it for something. All of that being said, I don't hate this. I don't hate this. I still don't like the mountains. I don't like that it's a big yellow, it's not yellow, big blue blob. But I think that's something that we can amend. So, yeah, I don't hate this. I don't hate where we're at. I'm glad I kept going. I like this color more than like the yellow that was the first color that I mixed. Should I chop all my hair off? We're back. We're back and we're painting, and we are still in the stage of I don't love it right now. So I'm going to work on the buildings, and we're gonna start doing detail work for the buildings because fuck it, okay? That's what I wanna do, and so that's what I'm gonna fucking do, okay? It's Sunday, it's God's day of rest. That's what we're gonna do. All right. We're going in with the paint marker. I did some tests with paint, with different brushes. I tried a Q-tip, and then I tried a regular brush, and then I tried Sharpie, which is what's on there right now, and none of them are good. So we're gonna try paint marker. We're gonna see what happens. We'll see. I'm using Uni Posca. Update, I hate it. So I'm gonna step away. I'm stepping away. I will probably come back and just do more, because I feel like maybe it'll work when there's more lights. I don't know. I think maybe I have the spacing wrong, or the size wrong, or something's wrong. I also don't like the color. So we're stepping away for the evening. Talk to you soon. Okay, throughout this entire video, there has been so much shit in my teeth. I've been watching the footage back. It's super rough. Sorry about the fan. And I'm sweaty, it's hot. We're doing more paint marker. Let's go. I'm starting to like it again. I don't know what this means. I'm just updating you. It's just information. And now we're sitting down. Shit's getting crazy. I worked a little bit on it I didn't film it as I was charging my phone. Also, I've been sick, so I've been working on it in like these little spurts. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of touch up on the windows, and then I think we're gonna move on today. I think we're gonna move on to the baby heads. So, see you tomorrow. The distance, the distance, the distance, the distance. So, I'm scared again. It's crazy how much of this process is just like feeling afraid to fuck it up and then continuing on. Much of this process for me has been like reaching different, what's that thing in a race? Checkpoints? Reaching different checkpoints, and then arriving, and then being afraid, and then continuing. This is what it looks like right now. We're not gonna think about it too much. We're gonna start on the baby's faces today. We're gonna start on the mouths. Let's do it. Oh, good morning. So I was sitting on my couch and I was scrolling on Instagram. Actually, no, I wasn't. I was thinking about scrolling on Instagram, and then I was like, or I draw a moon or a sun. Could be either, subjective. I'm gonna say moon. At this point, I am just putting off painting the baby's faces, to be totally honest, because I don't hate this. I don't hate it right now at this stage, so now it's, of course, time to procrastinate. So instead of working on the mountains or the baby faces, which is the next step, I am drawing a moon. I don't know if you can see that because of the light in here. I wonder if this will help. No. But I'm gonna make it bright red. And I feel like I'm trying to kind of balance just like the visual interest of this section of the painting. Like I feel like this is, and like the scale, like I just want a little bit more eye-catching over here. So we're gonna do that. We'll see how it goes. I look so shiny. I'm glowing. This paint that I'm using is called Brilliant Red. We're just moving on, okay? We're just gonna move on. I wasn't sure I was gonna do this today, but I'm just gonna fucking dive in. We are going to use these Pinterest eyes, and we're gonna start drawing the eyes, okay? We're gonna start with a fucking pencil, because that's just what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna go in with paint. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be, okay? Let's go. Expand out past their bodies, although I feel that it's been an age. I started school again, and we hit a stall because I don't hate where we're at, and so naturally I stopped painting because the logic of creation is flawed. I don't want to keep going, to be honest. I want to just run away from this project, but I am going to keep going and finish it to the end. So today we're gonna work on the moon, even though we don't need to do that, and we're gonna think about the mountains. We're also gonna think about eyelids and noses. That's what we're gonna do. She's what? Expand out past their bodies, although I feel their absence, I still feel mine more sharply. How do eyelids work? Like, how are they light? Are they dark? I don't know. Should I take a picture of my eyelids to figure it out? Is that gonna help me, or should I kind of just go with light and hope for the best? So eyelids are darker. So I'm gonna take the paint that I used to do the initial face, and I'm going to make it a little bit darker, is what I'm going to try. Let's see you later. Tip, title your paints after you use them, because you will forget what you used for what. I have no idea. I'm hoping this is the one I used, because I don't know. Hello! It's been ages. I went back to school. Summer ended. It's been crazy. We are gonna finish this painting, okay? We are going to finish this painting. That means noses, ears. I'm gonna think about these bat guys who look crazy, and the mountains are gonna happen. That is what that means. Yeah. Let's do it. We're off to a weird start. First of all, we're gonna use this Dollarama paint, and we're gonna use this little teeny acrylic paint. This is the initial color of the mountains, I think. Again, label your paints. I don't know how to paint a mountain. Something about shading is about to happen. I'm so frightened. I swear I'm gonna fuck this painting up. Okay, let's... It's been years past, what do you say? The gap takes my hand softly, and then she tells... Okay. Parts of it I don't like. Parts of it are okay. I'm going to step away for the evening. I'm a little worried it looks a little chalky right now, like somebody just kind of chalked all over it. But that's okay because we are going to get right back into it next time and fix that. Hello, good evening. We're back and we're ready to attack. Actually, we're not. I put this off. I really would like to not be painting tonight. I just want to sit on my couch and zone the fuck out. I want to think about nothing. And so we're gonna do that, but we're gonna paint while doing that. I have an idea. I'm going to try it. We're going to see what happens. Let's go. We're back. We are going to, that was my foot. Sorry. Ew. We are going to, I did it on the other side too. I'm cracking my toes. Nasty. Okay. Hey, we're gonna paint that. We're gonna do detail of the faces. And I think we're gonna tackle these bad boys because they're not getting any younger, okay? They're not. They're getting older. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna use these big Sharpies to start, and then I might transition to the smaller ones as we get to the smaller faces, but using these guys just because they have, the tip has a lot of variety. So you can do really small lines and then also thick ones, so here you go. And we're back, we're back. Da, 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 da. The Jurassic Park soundtrack in my head. We're back. We're back, and we're gonna do, I don't know, I like this. I've been staring at it for a couple of days, weeks. I like it. I hate this. I hate the black. I think it looks terrible. But I'm gonna leave it for now because I think we are in the final stages of this painting's current life. And I would like to bring it all the way to life. So I'm going to just do the details of the back guys here. I'm gonna do the details of this, and then I'm going to see how I feel. Because I think we're reaching birth here, people. I think we're in the final throes, and I want to finish it. So here we go. Takes the more you descend, the more you create. The distance, the distance, the distance, oh, the distance. Film that again a second time without the something in my teeth. Sure, it's done. We did it. Like, be honest, when you leave the house, do you check your teeth to see if there's anything in them? Because I don't do that. I feel like maybe now I should because there's so much in my teeth. Anyways, hi, welcome back.
Back for you, not back for me. Transparently, this is the second time I've filmed this because there was shit in my teeth. Okay, so we're kind of done. I'm gonna do another layer of underpainting for the back here because you can see lines. And then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about this process and the next steps of this process. Because I'm done. So let's see if I can remember what paint I used for the fucking underpainting. Wish me luck, and TTYL. Was it this? I think it was this. I don't remember. I think I'm just gonna have to try it on the painting. I hope for the best.
I watch a separate people expand out past their bodies, although I feel their absence.
Okay, people, I'm done. It's finished. It's finished! Woohoo! Hold on, wait. We did it. Yeah. All right. So some things that I like about the piece are the red moon and this kind of like underpainting of the mountains showing through the back mountain. And I like the eyelids. And then something that I am struggling with about the painting is this middle road kind of sits like above the second mountain. And I think perspective-wise, it would make more sense if it sat on top of the second mountain, but it doesn't. So it kind of looks like wrong. Like spatially, it looks like it breaks the illusion, which I actually think the rest of the road is fairly accurate. Hi. Fuck, this is gonna be fucked now because the audio on here and the audio on here is different. Also, I wasn't recording the last take that you saw. So, hi. Sorry about the sound of boiling water in the background. I'm boiling water. We're done. Oh my god. Fucking okay. This project took me about 6 months in total from start to finish. Which is, I don't know, like okay for a painting. I mean, I would like to get the time down a little bit. Not because I mind having a long process, but more because I think I got stuck on perfectionism throughout the process. I think the main takeaways of this are I really want to be more exploratory and take bigger risks. So I feel like with like more cartoonish aspects of the painting, it's not that I mind that that's part of my style. It's more like I feel like I want to take risks in terms of like making more painterly decisions on the canvas, because that's how you learn. And I feel like this painting, I loved a lot of the process of this painting. I found the second half of painting much more difficult than the first half. Yeah, in terms of the next steps of this painting, I kind of want to sell it or try to sell it, which I feel, I don't know, mixed feelings about. But for now, before I sell it, I think I'm going to hang it in my living room or above my bed. So stay tuned to see where I decide to hang it. Yeah, and also stay tuned for more painting content from me because I'm a YouTuber now. So get excited about that. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.